Guys, I'm so happy for you, for me, for us. We made it through 2016! Woo! This isn't even alcohol, it's sparkling apple juice because I'm lame like that. So this is going to be my 2016 year in review. I guess right off the bat, I know the general consensus was that 2016 was absolute shit, but honestly, it wasn't all that bad for me personally. I guess all in all, it wasn't really like that memorable of a year for me. It just kind of like, oh, stuff happened. So anyway, I'm gonna get on with this. This is going to be my 2016 year-end review. I reflect on the past year and all the things I did for cosplay. I went to 4 cons this year, which is a lot more than I thought I was going to be able to go to since I started out 2016 almost unemployed. And I say almost unemployed because I was still technically working for my old company. They had me hired on freelance basically, so I was just working very minimal hours for them still. So I didn't think I was gonna have a whole lot of money to spend on cosplay or to go to cons, but my job situation picked up and I was able to go to A-Kon here in Dallas, Anime Fest also here in Dallas. I judged the Hall Costume Contest with 2 other judges local to the area. Went to Alamo City Comic Con in October over Halloween weekend. We mainly went to Alamo City to see an artist friend of ours. Her name is Kitsune, or she also goes by Silvertails. You should definitely check out her work. She's pretty amazing. We mainly went for her since she's from Florida, and me and my husband both used to live in Florida, so we both used to go to cons primarily in Florida, and we'd see her. She was a good friend of my husband's, and then she became a good friend of mine, and we were just really happy to see her and to be able to see her. I only walked around the con a little bit, but I did walk around a little bit as Ciel in the blue bustle outfit that I made. And I was really pleasantly surprised that a lot of people recognized who I was, even without any other cosplayers, you know, cosplaying with me as anyone else from the series. Surprisingly, no one asked me where my Sebastian was. I did get asked where my Lizzie was, though. And I thought that was really amazing because I do actually have a good friend who cosplays as Lizzie, and she cosplays as Lizzie with me sometimes, so that was really like, you know, a good feel for the Doki Dokis. And then capping off the year, I went to Anime North Texas, or ANT. As far as costumes, I made a grand total of 3 costumes this year, which is pretty light, but again, I didn't think I was gonna have a whole lot of time or money for cosplay this year. I finished Wonderland CL. That was kind of my beginning of the year project. I didn't really have a whole lot of motivation to work on anything. I just kind of chose something that wouldn't be too difficult or expensive to make. And I also completed another CL outfit. I know there's a name for the G Fantasy cover that it's on, but I can't remember like what issue it was or what the month, you know, what the month and year was for it, because I'm a bad Kuro fan like that. But it was the blue bustle outfit. That's just what I've been calling it. I bought an art book. I bought a Black Butler art book, and the artwork for it was in there, and that really helped me decide on what outfit I wanted to make, because I was really struggling because I love CL and I love all of his outfits, and I might be a little obsessed if you can't already tell. And that was actually a lot more, that was a lot more detailed than I thought I could take on this year, but you know, I pleasantly surprised myself. I made that costume in about 3 months, which it's actually really good for me for a more detailed costume, because I also tend to like lose interest in things and put something down and then come back to it like 5 months later. I'm really bad about doing that. And then the final costume I made this year was a Christmas Love Live outfit for Ellie. Those were the super cute red plaid outfits that we did with the fur trim around the hoods. Me and Christy were gonna do those costumes last year for ANT, but we just couldn't find fabrics that we liked, so we ended up postponing them. Funny story, we found fabrics we liked 2 weeks before Ants, so we're like, oh god, we gotta do this, because if we don't do this now, then we're never gonna finish these damn costumes. I did actually manage to squeeze in some photo shoots this year. I had a Nana photo shoot, the series Nana. Me and Christy did the two main characters, Osaki Nana and Kotatsu Nana, or Kotatsu? I can't remember. But we did the two main characters from Nana. We were invited to a local photo shoot at the Dallas Arboretum later in the year. I wore Blue Bustle CL for that. Then we did another photo shoot with Brian, which was not cosplay related, more so just like, I don't know, modeling. We went to the Dram, which is a nice little bar downtown, or not downtown, I don't know, close to downtown. I don't really know. Would you say the Dram was uptown as opposed to downtown? I don't really know. I'm asking Senpai for his verdict.
It's north of downtown.
North of downtown. So the Dram is a very nice little bar north of downtown Dallas. And it was very classy and very nice, and I didn't think I was cool enough to ever do something like that. Honestly, I thought they were gonna take one look at me and kick me out, but that wasn't the case, and I was able to get nice pictures. I did. I got some very alluring shots, which is surprising since I'm normally cosplaying as 13-year-old boys, but, you know, when I'm not a 13-year-old boy, I'm a sexy, almost 30-year-old woman, so make of that what you will. Outside of cosplay, I did a bit of traveling this year, or again, more than I thought I was gonna be able to travel. Me and my husband, we went to Florida early in the year, in February, to visit his family, since they all live on the, or most of them live kind of on the east coast of Florida, near Cape Canaveral. It was nice actually getting to spend time with them and see their home, and get to meet Chris's grandmother, who actually passed away about a month after our visit, so I was really grateful to be able to meet her. We also went to South Padre Island, which is here in Texas, way down south, the Gulf of Mexico. Just as a nice little summer beach trip. We'd never been, but we always kind of wanted to see the Texas coast, so. And then more recently, in October, we went to Canada, Ontario, Niagara Falls area to be more specific, since we have friends up that way. My friend A. Matissimo here on YouTube lives up there with his wife. We've been up there a few other times, and we've had a really amazing time each time we've been up there, so we're like, why not? I guess fandoms have been pretty important for me this year as well. I watched Free at the beginning of this year, and I got back into that because I enjoyed it the first time I watched it, but then I watched it, I watched it for the second time, and I got like really into it. Like I was reading fan fiction and, looking up fan art and stuff, and that was really awesome. Sometimes that happens with me, like I won't really think much of it, like I'll enjoy it, but I won't be like head over heels for it, but then I'll watch it again and I'll notice all these things that I missed the first time around, and I'll really just, fall face first into the dumpster of fandom. Speaking of falling into the dumpster of fandom, I fell back into the Black Butler dumpster really hardcore this year. Pretty good fair weather fan of Black Butler for, I don't know, however many years it's been since the first season, or since the first anime came out. I don't want to call it the first season because people are going to rag on me. It's technically, I don't know, is it correct? I don't know, you tell me, Kuro fans, you tell me. But yeah, ever since the first anime came out back in like 2007 or 2008, I don't know. Like I said earlier, I'm a bad Kuro fan. I can't keep track of dates. I liked it. I definitely liked it, but I wasn't like as crazy about it as I became this year. And I think that's because I finally watched the Circus arc, or Book of Circus, at the end of last year, And that kind of motivated me to finally sit down and read the manga. So I did that, and then, like, it was all over from there. Yeah, I pretty much face planted into that dumpster fire. I've been reading a lot of fan fiction and looking up lots of fan art and doujins and all sorts of stuff. And planning all the CL costumes and YOLO, I guess. More recently, I got into Mystic Messenger. Someone posted a picture of Jumin, and I was like, And I played it, you know, I downloaded it for my crappy little phone at the time, and my phone could barely keep up, you know, enough to actually play it, but I got through Zen's arc, and then even more recently, Yuri on Ice came out and did its good-hearted damage on all of us. I guess aside from that, I've just been getting more into, like, Shonen Ai stuff in general. All about that yaoi. I think that's about it for my reflections on this year. Like I said at the beginning, it hasn't been a fantastic year, but it hasn't been an awful year either. But I am looking forward to a much better 2017, hopefully. Who knows, though, with the ways of the world. But I guess we'll find that out together, right, YouTube? Please, you know, click that like button if you sat through this video until now, and I'm impressed if you did, because I realize this video isn't probably going to be as interesting to a lot of people because I don't have a ton of followers here yet on YouTube, but, you know, if you watched it this far, then you're pretty much all in. As always, subscribe for more cosplay content from yours truly, and until next time, bye guys!